Time, which seemed to move so slowly when we were young, suddenly begins to speed up uncontrollably, leaving us chasing or being chased by time in our daily lives. From the moment we start working, our time is given a monetary value. Our first part-time job might pay relatively little, but as we hone our skills and gain recognition, the value of our time gradually increases. This is true not only for ordinary employees but also for CEOs, athletes, artists, and many other professions that receive compensation based on a predetermined period of time. Most jobs pay wages after a specific period has passed, such as a week for weekly pay or a month for monthly pay. But what about the time we spend on ourselves? Interestingly, we are diligent and punctual when it comes to the time we give to others who pay us, yet we often fail to value the time we spend on ourselves. Although this might be a natural result since the time we spend on ourselves doesn't directly yield economic benefits, imagine how our lives would change if we invested time in ourselves with a similar mindset. The time we invest in ourselves varies from person to person. It can be spent on exercise, reading, or socializing. If we don't invest time in ourselves, we won't receive any benefits. However, if we assign value to our own time like we do with work, it will accumulate, and eventually, we will be rewarded for it. To emphasize, this is not just about spending time but about investing it. Every investment has a goal and seeks to increase a specific value. Wise investment leads to higher income, while indiscriminate investment can lead to bankruptcy. The same applies to time. Our true personal time is determined by the value we assign to it, not by others. The investment of time determines the value of our future time, which in turn determines the value of our lives. In order to make wise investments, we need to accurately understand the value of the investment target. People who know the true value of their investments are not easily swayed, regardless of what others say. Those who have found their life's path may be slowed down by obstacles but never give up. As Christians, what constitutes a wise investment of our time? Is the method different because the values that the world considers important differ from those of Christians? I don't think so. Wise investment is about investing in the true, unseen value rather than what is visible right now. Jesus showed us the principle of this investment when he spoke about the value of the kingdom of heaven in parables. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again, and then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant looking for fine pearls. When he found one of great value, he went away and sold everything he had and bought it. Matthew chapter 13 verse 44-46. It is essential to recognize the value of the items found in the field and to have the eyes to see the true value of the pearls that others simply pass by. If we understand the true value of the kingdom of heaven, wouldn't we stake our lives on it? Investments in the world may disappear in an instant, like the current state of the world's economy, but investments in heaven are everlasting. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Matthew chapter 6 verse 19-21, NIV. Time is the most precious thing to a person. That's why we give our time to the ones we love, and children often desire time with their parents more than any gift. The most valuable use of this precious time is investing in our future. The value of our present time determines not only the next 100 years on earth but also our eternal life. Focusing solely on what is visible may limit us to those things, but when we recognize the true value of what is unseen, our entire value system changes. Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Whoever sows to please their flesh, from the flesh will reap destruction. Whoever sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Galatians chapter 6 verse 7-8. The value of the time given to us now is determined by where we choose to invest it. Investing our time wisely in our personal growth, relationships, and spiritual life can lead to a future full of meaning and purpose. Let us remember the importance of time, and may we invest it in the things that truly matter, both in this life and in the life to come. In the end, it's all about time. Every person is given an equal amount of time each day, 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, and 86,400 seconds. It may seem like this time will be given to us forever, but no one knows when our time will run out. When the end is uncertain, we tend to use our time carelessly. We waste time, procrastinate, and often spend our days without much thought. However, when people know the time they have left, their concept and values regarding time change. When they realize that there's a limit to their time, they begin to understand facts they didn't know before and what matters most to them. Among those nearing the end of their lives, there are probably few who struggle with not being able to work more. Most people wish to spend more time with their loved ones, regret not doing so, and suffer as a result. If they have even the slightest hope of extending their time, they would unhesitatingly use all the resources they've accumulated. Ultimately, it's about time. Time is the most important thing in life. With time, any failure can be overcome and recovered from. However, without time, no amount of success can outweigh its significance. Much of human effort has been aimed at buying more time. The concept of retirement is about having our own time to use as we wish, no longer controlled by others. This gift of time, called today, should be spent wisely to create time for ourselves and avoid future regrets.